Welcome inside Kauffman Stadium. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Kansas City Royals. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Cole Reagans.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Just about to get started. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. And the home opener is underway.
Well, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
1-2 here. Got him. One gone here.
Second, the catcher,
Here's a catcher to hit. Drake Baldwin. Top of the first. Just getting started here in Kansas City.
Ball 1.
Check swing. He went. Gonna count 1-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's gonna find some holes.
Yordan Alvarez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Man at first, 1 away.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And the batter now, Matt Olson. First pitch swinging.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That's
inside. And the count is 1-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute, finish your pitch.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Goodbye. He circles the bases. The Braves score first. It's 3-0. Here is Austin Riley. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Bottom of the first. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Spencer Strider.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals.
Ball one. Ball.
Misses inside, and now 3-0. Swings through that one for strike one.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
That's in for a strike, a slider.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Harris racing after it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Here's Ohtani. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Rafael Devers up to hit.
Rafael Devers.
Out towards right center field. Harris gets under it. And that's the inning. Top of the second. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Michael Harris the second. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be, because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
So up next, Eli White. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And a big swing and a miss. That one hit to right. Collins under it. And there's two away. Ha-Sung Kim will hit next.
The shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim.
This one in the air right field. And that is that. Back here in Kansas City, bottom half of inning number 2, Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Ball.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground, Kim throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it. Man at first, nobody out. Have the left fielder, James Wood. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. The 1-0. Swing and a miss at a slider. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. And there's one down.
The catcher, number 13.
So now with one away and a man at second. And now Salvador Perez. Late on that fastball.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting 7, the first baseman,
Vinny
number 9.
Pasquantino getting ready to hit.
Pasquantino.
Hey.
Ground ball right side. Oh, nice play. To his knee, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play. All set for the start of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
This one in the air, right field. And there's one down. Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Outside low, ball 1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Check swing called strike. 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. 2 outs, base is empty. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Singled and scored his first time.
That's a ball.
That one fouled off. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And the count 1-2. This one in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Hey.
Late on that fastball.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. And I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Here's the tag, and he's out. Brenton Doyle, the next to hit.
Fielder, number 9, Brenton Doyle.
All 1.
That one lifted to left. White settles underneath it. And there's 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Fly to center his first time.
Ball 1.
On the ground to third. Riley Long throw to first, and Witt is out. And that's the inning. Start of the fourth, so down to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson.
You know, these Braves doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
The wind to kick the 2-0. And another ball.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
The third baseman.
Here comes Austin Riley. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Inside, ball 1.
Riley was a kid in high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time.
Outside.
Riley
There you go.
checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. He did not go around. Way out front for strike 2. Out to short. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
2 down, bases empty. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the 4th, Shohei Ohtani steps in for the Royals.
Ohtani.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, these Royals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Here's Rafael Devers.
Next for the Royals.
He's 0 for 1.
The third baseman, number 60, Rafael Devers.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. And it's fouled away.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out.
For the Royals.
2 away.
The second baseman,
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals.
Garcia.
Swing and a ground ball,
Foul ball.
and it goes just foul.
Ball in.
Foul ball there. The Royals hitless so far in the game. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at
Leading
Kauffman
off for the
Stadium.
Braves,
Now
the
in for
center
the Braves,
fielder,
Michael Harris the second.
Ball inside.
Swings and misses. And the count even 1-1.
Ball down.
On the ground, right side. Pasquantino takes it himself. One away here in the fifth.
Up next for Atlanta.
And
the
next
left
for
fielder,
Atlanta, Eli White. Flying to right his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Collins on the move. And there's two away. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ha-Sung Kim flying to right his first time. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. So the two-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Up next for Atlanta.
Back to the leadoff spot, the Braves lineup. Here's Acuna. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. This one in the air, center field. Doyle under it. And that is that. Back here in Kansas City, we head to the bottom of the fifth. James Wood steps in for the Royals.
Wood.
Liner snagged at first. One pitch and one out.
Next for the Royals.
Next is the Royals catcher, Salvador Perez. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Comes up empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Royals. The first baseman,
Two outs,
number
base is
9,
empty. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, I want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on. 0-2 count, you've got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Cuts out and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Yeah, that's fouled off. Yoan.
No, inside.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 2.
Alvarez.
And he chases that one below the zone. To the right side. And that's foul. Just foul.
Inside, ball 1.
Got him swinging for the K. With number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Matt
2 down, bases
Olson.
empty. Matt Olson digs in now. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Hit on the ground to the right side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Up next for
2
Atlanta,
outs, runner
the
at
third
first.
baseman,
Here comes Austin Riley.
Riley.
Breaking ball,
Yep,
and that
I
got him.
Take your base.
The batter number 1, second baseman.
Here
Ozzie.
is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Going 1. The Braves trying to break this one open, and we're at the top half of the 6th. Strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Stays alive. That's off the
plate,
inside
ball 1.
corner. 1-2 to count. Good job to fight that one off. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a pop-up. Pasquantino. And that'll do it. Well, we go bottom 6.
Leading up
Digging
for the
in as the
Royals,
switch hitting
the right
outfielder,
fielder,
Isaac
number 1.
Collins.
Collins.
Well, these Royals, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup.
In the air, left field. White on the move towards foul ground. And a quick out, number 1.
Up
So
next
digging
for the
in,
Royals,
Brenton Doyle.
the center
Flying to
fielder,
left
number
his
9,
first time.
Brenton Doyle.
On the ground, and that's through. Their first hit of the ball game. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, there goes the dream of the no-hitter.
The
He kind
batter,
of rolled
number
over
7.
on this pitch a little bit,
Shortstop,
but he got enough
Bobby
behind it to shoot it through for a knock.
Jr.
Runner on the go. Witt in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And now the 0-1. Runner goes again.
Nope.
Pitch misses. Saves at second, and he easily steals the bag. Strike 2. 1 out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Swings through it for the King. Picks up strikeout
next
number
for the
7.
Royals, the
Shohei
designated hitter,
Ohtani up to the dish.
Ohtani.
Outside.
That's out.
Runner at second, 2 down. Just
Outside,
off the
that's a ball.
outside edge, and the count is 2-0. Now
That's
one
a
miss.
ball.
And now 3-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Base hit! And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't
The
feel
first baseman,
any
number
vibration
16.
hands whatsoever.
Brooks Raley into the game.
Now pitching for
Still
the
a lot
Braves,
of game left, and
number
this game
25.
could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Quick move to first. And
No,
they
he's
almost
safe.
caught him, but he's back in time. Now it's Devers at the plate. Shohei on the go. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. That crosses the plate, and now they're just one strike away from getting out of this mess. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And Freddie falls victim to the K. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Michael Harris the second.
Ball.
On the ground, right side. Garcia. On to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Up next for
Eli
Atlanta,
White
the
next up for the Braves.
Eli White. Now pitching for the
So the Royals bring on a new
number
arm,
31.
Nick Mears.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Pitch
Nope,
misses
that's
inside,
inside.
and it's 1-0. That one to first, and he can't come up with it. The underhand flip. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And the speedy runner is on at first. Now in for the Braves, Ha-Sung Kim. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. It's a pitch out. Throw to
He's
second.
in there. He's safe.
Save. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And now 2 balls and a strike. In the dirt, squirts away from Perez. And the runner holds. And it's second. Runner on the go again. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for Atlanta, the right fielder.
Back to the top of the order now. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. Snaps it down to second. Pitch out, but no action. White stands at second with 2 gone. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1. In there at the knees for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Back here in Kansas
Leading
City,
up
set
for
for the
the
last
Royals,
half of the
the
7th.
second baseman,
Michael Garcia
Michael
steps in for the Royals.
Garcia.
And there's a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Ball 1.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2.
Ball 2.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy
next
for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Number 29.
Now here is James Wood.
Ball 1.
The Braves leading by 3. Here the bottom of the 7th.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 1-2. Got him swinging. And he is his third of the game.
The catcher, number
Salvador
13.
Perez steps in for the Royals.
Perez.
Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. Throws from the seat of his pants. On the money. Nice play. We go to the 8th. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Now
Pitching change here, Daniel Lynch.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ground ball to the right side. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Here's Jordan Alvarez. 1 for 3.
Alvarez.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. So he goes the opposite way with that one, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0. 1 down is Matt Olson down. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. To the right side, and that one finds its way through, and that's a 1-out single.
Up next for Atlanta.
So here's Riley now.
Austin Riley.
Here's a high chopper. The turn by Garcia at second.
No, he's
Throw
in there.
first, but he beat it. And here comes
The batter number 1.
Ozzie Albies to the dish.
Ozzie Albies.
Tied him up inside with that one. Right off of first with 2 away. Perez snap throw, and he dives in ahead of the tag. Out to short. That's the inning. Bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, number 9.
First baseman, number 9, Vinny Pasquantino.
Now a step off the rubber to reset. And first offering is fouled off.
That's a ball.
Struck him out swinging. And
Up
that's
next
4
for the
strikeouts.
Royals, the right fielder,
Isaac
number
Collins
1.
now at the plate.
Collins. Now pitching for
New arm
Atlanta,
out of the bullpen,
number 45,
Tyler Kinley.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Kinley, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Fights it off, you'll see another.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
It misses, it's a strikeout.
Up next for the Royals,
2 outs, base
the
is empty.
center fielder,
Now
number
here
9,
is Brenton Doyle.
Doyle.
He was late there, strike 1. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got it. Inning over on the strikeout. All set to start the 9th in this one. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris the second. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Lynch. In his 4th year, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Next to hit, Eli White. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Ha-Sung Kim next up for the Braves.
That's ball 2.
That
That's
misses
out.
the zone, and that's ball 3. And ball
Inside,
4 to
ball
a board.
4.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. in a huge spot.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher in the game for the Royals, Luinder Avila.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep this score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it. That's a little high.
Upstairs.
Ball 1. Now fly ball to right center. Collins should have this one. And he makes the catch. Both runners tagging. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. Digging in, Drake Baldwin. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Pitch gets away. And that cost him a run as he scores easily.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And on second, 2 down. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball.
And that'll do it. Bottom 9.
Leading up.
Now
for
here's the
Royals,
leadoff hitter for the
shortstop,
Royals, Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Got him swinging. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Now pitching for the
New
Braves.
pitcher for the Braves,
Number
Dylan
52.
Lee.
And you know,
Dylan
bullpen guys can struggle
Lee.
sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Swings over the top of that one. Flips the corner. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Next for the
Royals down to their final
third
out.
baseman number 16.
It's Rafael Devers in the box.
Devers.
This one in the air, center field. And that is the ball game.